Father Professor Emmanuel M.P. Edeh was born on 20th May 1947 in Akpogo to the family of Mr. Joseph Edeh Annie Onovo and Mrs. Elizabeth, nicknamed Mama Omeogo, Mother of Charity, due to her deep life of intensive charity. The birth of a young Emmanuel was suddenly greeted by a natural phenomenon known as the 1947 total eclipse of the sun. Thus, the great articulator of African philosophy, the servant leader, a role model and a strategic realization of Millennium Development Goals, the founder of the first Peace, Justice and Reconciliation Center in the world, the founder of Edeh's Charity Peace and Madi Peace models, the founder of the largest museum of charms and fetish objects, the founder of the largest pilgrimage center in Africa, the pillar of education in Africa, the pillar of world peace. The spiritual man of God has arrived to gather the broken-hearted, the downtrodden and the abjectly poor, and to bring peace to the modern world. Father Edeh has written his name in an acme of gold, having been the first person in the whole world to articulate African philosophy through Igbo metaphysics, just as Plato and Aristotle articulated Western philosophy through the articulation of Greek philosophy. In an international conference of experts and intellectuals in Cambridge, England, his book, Towards an Igbo Metaphysics, has been described as a milestone in the history of thought. From this African philosophy, Professor Edeh came to see man as good, that is, Madi, having been created and cared for by God, the Supreme Good. Hence, man is dignified and deserves care and respect. This philosophy propelled his achievements. Coming back from his overseas studies in 1984, he saw the miserable condition of Nigerians who were suffering from the aftermath of a civil war. He bent down as a servant leader to work relentlessly for peace in the society. In 1984, he established the famous Center for Peace, Justice and Reconciliation in Edeh, Nigeria, where he started to take care of the suffering people from all walks of life, reconciling quarreling parties and individuals. This center has reconciled over 14 million cases peacefully. Following this center, he established the Museum of Charms and Fetish Objects, the first of its kind in the whole world. Here, he has succeeded in gathering millions of voodoo and other traditional weapons of mass destruction which people used to destroy lives and peace in the society. He established a national pilgrimage center, Edeh, where millions of people come to seek peace in their hearts. Members of a pilgrimage center, Edeh, comes from various countries of the world and has been established in countries such as England, America, Holland, Germany, Austria, Rome, and the Caribbean islands. Father Edeh is a pillar of education in Africa. His educational establishments range from nursery, primary, secondary schools to tertiary institutions. For instance, Osisa Tech Polytechnic and College of Education stand out as the first privately owned tertiary institutions in Nigeria. The prestigious Madonna University is the first private university in Nigeria. Caritas University, all founded by one man to grant education, empowerment and peace to the modern youth. His medical institutions include Madonna University Teaching Hospital and others. To confirm the establishment of peace in the world, he established Madonna International Charity Peace Award, MICPA, or otherwise known as MICPA, through which he has given charity awards to many people for the promotion of charity in Nigeria and other parts of the world. For example, the award has been given to Mrs. Chris Maduka on behalf of the abandoned children in Makurdi 2009, for the homeless children in Republic of Benin 2009, the suffering people of Vietnam and Philippines 2010, for the Haiti victims of catastrophic earthquake 2010, for the handicapped, deaf and dumb in Cameroon 2011, for the abandoned children in Lomé, Togo 2011, to a Buddhist, Lingoin Hoi, for the homeless children of Cambodia 2011, to the Sisters of Charity in Calcutta 2012, and to Ray and Gil Wagner for the helpless children in England 2013. Apart from his Towards an Igbo Metaphysics 1985, there are other famous books by and on him as follows: Super Servant Leader, Edeh's Charity Peace Model, Towards the Realization of World Peace, Edeh as a Role Model, Achieving World Peace through the Works of Father Edeh and Human Empowerment Towards World Peace, the Works of One Man. He has a center for the poorest of the poor, indigents, for Center for Charity to the abjectly poor people in the society, where he feeds those who cannot ordinarily feed themselves. He has also extended the tentacles of his charity to indigent youths by giving them scholarships in various institutions of learning in Nigeria and overseas. In recognition of his various achievements, the following awards have been given to him from various parts of the world. As the great articulator of African philosophy by the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. As an ambassador of peace and Millennium Development Goals MDG pace setter. A Life for Life Award by the Pontifical Regina Apostolorum University, Rome, Italy. As the pillar of education and peace in Africa by the African Achievers, Accra, Ghana. As the pillar of world peace by Medipol Mega University, Istanbul, Turkey. As the promoter of global peace by St. Thomas University, Miami, Florida, United States of America. As a man of charitable works towards the realization of world peace by members of the Germany chapter executives of the Pilgrimage Center. In the words of Archbishop Fernando Capala, Archbishop Emeritus of Davos, to say the truth, I was highly impressed when in 2010 I was chosen by Father Edeh and invited to travel all the way from Davao in the Philippines, Asia, to Nigeria, West Africa, to graciously receive the MICPA award on behalf of 2 projects for the poor, which I am helping to support in the Philippines and Vietnam. On arriving in Nigeria, I met Archbishop Kelvin Felix, who was also invited by Father Edeh to come and receive the award for the unfortunate people of Haiti following the catastrophic earthquake that destroyed the lives of thousands of human beings in the island of Haiti in 2010.
Well, Father Edeh, like I said earlier on, is an enigma, a man who from his childhood had the voice to serve God and serve humanity. And that is what he's living for. And that's what he lived for and what he's living for. Father Edeh is a man who quietly, without making noise about it, has been involved in the resolution of many conflicts, in ensuring that there is peace within communities and at home, in families, because the family is the pivot of any development in any society. If every family in any community live in peace, the entire community will be peaceful. So he has done a lot in ensuring that there is peace within the family and resolved a lot of conflicts, solved a lot of problems, empowered a lot of people, and has contributed by extension to peace in the world. Peace in the world vis-a-vis his involvement in countries like Haiti, Cambodia, and other countries. Therefore, I see him as a man who has done a lot in this country and in the world, but has never been recognized. But I know that one day his work will speak for itself. The world will come to know that there is a man called Reverend Father Edeh who came to ensure that man live in peace with their fellow men.